In October we painted these pillars, got red and green, just for fun. I think they look good. The colors need another coat, but we'll do that in the spring. Red right returning. And the black, we might expand the black onto that next square portion. Haven't decided yet. But let's take a walk up the driveway and show you a few things. There's our neighbor's property, and they cleared ivy and low brush quite a ways over from where it had been. It's that line of larger trees back there. That's about in line with our iron stop that I just showed you out by the corner of the property. So it's quite a bit more open even than it was, but we did all of this clearing on this side, just to the left of that line of rough right there, that ivy. And back, that was back in October. This time we pulled some more vines off of this tree. Had some really thick vines, like 2 inches across. But we've cut all of these vines going up, so hopefully that's all going to die, because we want to save that tree. And the vines are choking it, but now they're not attached anymore, so they should die off. We've been doing this, mostly Heidi, on all these trees. You can see those vines are all dead because they've been cut. And all these other trees, most of them had vines. She took them mostly off, and they're slowly dying. This tree is pretty much dead, but there's still some life way out those branches. I don't know if it'll make it. It's pretty rotten down at the stump. We'll see. We think the leach field is in that area. There's a pipe on the inside edge that we'll get to. But the property line over here is more... I'm standing on it now. Right there is a post. And then that's a fence line that is still there. And that's what I always thought was the border. And it is. But then down at the driveway end, I'll spin around. I'm about on it. It's pretty much a line between this big tree and that one right at the edge of the road. So this area that we cleared is actually not technically our property. I don't think anyone will mind, and we'll probably maintain it now. But I had thought the property marker was more over here. That was just my guess. But I looked up the deed after we found that first stop and found 71 feet, and that second one behind the mailbox was right on. Anyway, back to the tour. No outdoor changes this time to speak of, just a few vines, like I said. We were here for other reasons this time. Heat pumps, met with several people, a roofer, electrician, windows. We're gonna get new windows. Very excited about that. Over here, there's the pipe that we think is the leach field. And that matches the drawing, the septic design that we have. Still some more rough area that we haven't cleared. And we'll clear more of this, but as we start getting further in, we want to keep a good buffer, visual buffer between us and our neighbor. The neighbor's a nice house, but we like some privacy. So we may not clear too much more over that way, especially now that they've cut so much out over on their side on where that field is. It's December. Most of the leaves are off. A lot of leaves. I don't know what we'll ever do to clean these up in future years. Here's that trench for the internet cable. And that's going to need a little work. It's sunk quite in a bit. from us driving over it since we've been here this week. So we'll have to deal with that. That gray shed, as I've shown you elsewhere, is full of stuff. We're gonna tear it down, clean it out sometime. It's kind of its own job. It's full. So for now it can stay. We probably won't clear much to the right of it because that's our buffer, and we're starting to get closer to the neighbor's house. Eventually, we'd like a garage in here, roughly where that is. It's a flat area. There's kind of a gully to the right that goes down towards the creek. It starts right in there, kind of goes down. So we start to lose the flat ground. So right about where that is, pretty good spot, and it's well outside the 100 feet buffer required from the water. That's the current regulation. There's the internet in that little green dome, and then it goes up overhead from this pole to one more pole and then to the house. We're very happy to have that. Over here behind these trees, there's that post. Where is it? Right there. And a wire fence that's in there. It's in bad shape. We want to replace it, and we will eventually. No other changes outside this time. Still more to do, but we've done the biggest. Our focus is shifting to the house and inside. We're getting ready to do the kitchen, the office. We've stripped out the windows. The electrician's going to come in and do some work this winter. We still don't have a plumber yet, but we need one. I can probably do the work, but I don't really want to. But I'm all going off track here. We're still talking about the outside. It's so much more clear through here. You've seen this before, but it's just nice to see it. Very nice day. 50, 55 degrees, sunny, light winds. Very nice for December. Probably normal down here, but feels nice to us. And we're back up. Just do a little pan. Over here is the gully, and it goes all the way past this blue shed and up to the other shed, the gray shed. So somewhere in the vicinity of those two sheds is where we want to build a garage. We're thinking about that this winter so we can get on a list with some builder. Because everybody seems really busy and you can't get anybody. So we'd like to get on a list so when we're ready to build it, they'll be ready. We'll get permits, whatever we need to do. Anyway, there's your property tour, December 2023. You can see all the way to the road. Looks really nice. It's so nice having all this cleared out. And we're very excited to start the housework for real. Not just the little stuff, but really make a difference. So we'll talk about that soon.